is the Big Show. The Big Show.
Good day, Seawolves, and welcome to a very special edition of The Big Show. I'm Doreen Abanama Abayam.
And I'm Isha Butt. Today marks the final episode of The Big Show and the final day of classes, and we're here to celebrate everything that has made this journey so memorable. We've got a packed lineup filled with stories and a few surprises along the way.
There is news in my homeland today, and I was going to take my private jet there to cast my vote. But one of the billionaires in the US cabinet needed it, so even without me, Ghana's former leader, who previously served from 2012 to 2016, John Dramani Mahama, has been officially declared the election winner. And in my experience, he is a pretty good guy. And for the first time, a woman, Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, 73, will serve as VP.
Wow, Doreen. I looked at her and she doesn't look anything like her picture. By the way, how old is the new president?
He is younger. He is 66 years old, and by the way, here is one thing. I can't imagine. It's raining today and it's the last day of classes. So we start early to determine what is installed for you today. Over to you, Ali.
Thank you, Doreen. Wouldn't you know it, I am out here doing the one-day segment, and it's raining. The first one-day segment that it's raining, and of course, I am out here. But anyways, hi, Seawolves. Today will be a high of 51 and a low of 43. So cozy up with one of those final assignments, and good luck. I am your host, Arlie Paguan, back at you at the desk.
Thanks, Arlie. I wish I could give you a towel to dry you off. Boy, isn't this a gloomy kind of day for the last day of classes. And you can see where Arlie wasn't standing. Resisting the weather and the end of the semester feeling of the blues are more important this year than ever before. Our own Imra Ahmed has some insights.
Holiday season is in full swing, bringing lights, laughter, and festive joy to campus. But for students, December also brings final season, a time that's anything but jolly. Today, I'll be talking to students about how they're juggling the joys of the holidays with the stress of finals and what they're doing to make sure their mental health is in top shape. Walking into the Melville Library, it's clear. The pressure's building. The room is full, but it's still quiet. Everyone's absorbed in their work, racing against deadlines. The weight of final season is hard to ignore, and students may feel the clock seems to be moving faster than usual.
Luckily, my workload this semester wasn't that bad, but every single finals is always just kind of a fight that you have to overcome. I think I've adapted multiple coping strategies that just help me with mental health overall, but finals is always a rough time.
Research from Pew highlights just how common the stress is. In fact, 72% of students report feeling overwhelmed during finals. It's not just the exams, they're juggling assignments, projects, and the pressure to perform at their best. This constant demand can make it hard to manage both academic responsibilities and mental well-being.
Once November hits around or comes around, it's just a grind for an entire month. So my stress levels are always here, to be honest, just because it's oh, there's always something new that I have to worry about and that will impact my grade costly.
As the pressure of finals builds, Stony Brook's CAPS offers free support, including counseling, group therapy, and stress workshops.
I know about Timely Care. I use Timely Care and I have a counselor. I also know that there's the Student Health Services in case, I haven't necessarily got an appointment there. I know friends who have had not the best experience with Student Health Services. There's also the Student Support Team, which I've heard is pretty good if you have extreme circumstances.
Managing stress during finals is all about balance, finding time to study without overloading yourself, and also making sure you step away when needed. A little break can go a long way in staying focused and keeping stress in check.
I spent some time studying every day, so it kind of reduces my stress of not knowing anything, because it's I'm doing something and being productive, which I like, and then I also take time to spend time with my friends and stuff.
Burnout can creep in when you're working non-stop during finals. It's easy to feel mentally drained and lose focus. Remember to be kind to yourself. Taking care of your mind is just as important as pushing through the work.
I told myself it's gonna not to worry too much, even though you should be worried because your grades are important. But like at the end of the day, if you're trying your best, I think that's all that matters. And that's what makes me alleviate my stress. Like telling myself, even if I get a bad grade, like it's gonna be okay.
As finals wrap up, remember that success isn't just measured by your grades. Take a moment to reflect on what you've accomplished, not just academically, but in managing the challenges along the way.
One of the most significant issues facing so many today is mental health. And with everything that has happened this year, it's important that more than ever to talk about it.
Thank you to Imra for that impactful piece. Mental health is something that affects us all, and it's essential that we continue to prioritize it in our conversations.
And now, let's go to our sports maven, Adrian Esposito, with one last update on what's happening in the world of sports for this semester.
Thanks, Doreen. Welcome to Adrian's Avenue, your road to all the sports I care about. I'm your host, Adrian Esposito. In breaking baseball news, the Soto sweepstakes has come to an end. New York Yankee Juan Soto, who helped carry the team to the World Series this year, chose to stay in New York and signed a $765 million deal over 15 years with the New York Mets. The Yankees offered just $5 million less over an additional year. Soto's contract is now the biggest in Major League Baseball history, dethroning Shohei Ohtani and his then record-breaking $700 million deal. It is also the largest contract in the history of professional sports. This is such a big deal that the New York Post gave Soto both their front and back covers. With all the money Soto is getting, it could pay for 1 year of tuition at Stony Brook for all 18,000 undergraduates and still have more than $215 million left over. Maybe he could buy us some new equipment. The Mets have a habit of eating money. Bobby Bonilla, anyone? The New York Jets lost to the Miami Dolphins yesterday in overtime, 32-26. The Jets have now been officially eliminated from playoff contention with a record of 3 wins and 10 losses. The New York Giants lost yesterday to the New Orleans Saints 14-11. The Giants have a giant hole to overcome next season as their record is currently 2 wins and 11 losses. The Buffalo Bills, our last bastion of New York football this season, lost a close one to the Los Angeles Rams, 44-42. The Bills are now 10-3 on the season and at least have the playoffs to look forward to. The Stony Brook women's basketball team lost to Holy Cross 73-56 yesterday. The women have now lost 4 games in a row and have dropped to 8th in the CAA. The Seawolves are now 3-5 so far this semester, but there is plenty of time to turn that around. Their next game is against the University of Buffalo on December 14th. The men's team lost to the Air Force on Saturday by a score of 69-61. They are 12th in the CAA with 2 wins and 7 losses. Their next game is also December 14th, where the Seawolves face Rider University. But there is some positive news for New York sports fans. The New York Islanders won 4-2 over the Ottawa Senators yesterday. The Islanders are 11-7. They play the Los Angeles Kings tomorrow. The New York Rangers lost to the Seattle Kraken 7-5 yesterday. Their record is 14-11-1. They play again tonight against the Chicago Blackhawks. Both teams, the Islanders and the Rangers, currently have 29 points. What a semester, Seawolves. Keep your head in the game for finals. Stay warm, and I wish you a wonderful holiday season. Happy holidays. Back to you, Isha.
Thanks, Adrian. Juan Soto, please pay for our tuition. We're dying in debt over here.
While this may be our final show, life goes on, and so does the weather. Jason is bringing us the 7-day forecast today. Over to you, Jason.
Thank you, Doreen, and welcome back to the Big Show, Seawolves. We have a nice show for you today. And if you take a look behind me, we have our live look at the weather from our Earth Cam over at Port Jeff. As we can see, it's a little bit gloomy, a little bit cloudy today. The rain's been falling this morning, but now let's get into our 7-day forecast. So today, the rain will end around 6 p.m. today, and moving on to Tuesday, the clouds are going to linger. It's going to be overcast all day on Tuesday, and then over on Wednesday, the rain is back, 60 degrees, but we will have some rain all day, ending around 10 p.m., and then on to Thursday. That wind from Wednesday is going to linger on Thursday, so we're going to keep those 30-mile-per-hour winds. And so be safe when you're out there on Thursday. And moving into Friday, temperatures are going to cool down, sun's coming out, and as we move into the weekend, we're going to have partly cloudy skies on Saturday, and on Sunday, back to some chances of showers all day on Sunday. So not the greatest weather for the week. However, it is finals week, so it's not the worst time to stay inside and study. And this is my last day bringing the weather to you, and it was a pleasure bringing the weather to you for the full semester. So Seawolves, good luck on finals. Back to the desk.
Thank you for that update, Jason. It looks like a depressing week ahead with a lot of rain and snow to look forward to. Perfect for making some lasting memories as we wrap up the big show.
I don't think this is a good weather for me. And where I am from, it's summer all day, every day.
And I love summer, so I will not like this weather whatsoever, but I'll deal with it.
That's a wrap for the big show. It's been an honor to be a part of this journey. And while this chapter ends, the memories and the connection we've built will last a lifetime.
And this is Isha Butt. Thank you for letting us into your lives, and hopefully I don't see you on the road. From all of us at the big show, goodbye and take care, and keep chasing those stories that matter.
Good luck and bye, Seawolves.
This is the big show. The big show.